Why do Maine and Nebraska split their electoral votes? Let's talk about it. So the basis behind why Maine and Nebraska split their electoral votes is to allow more proportional representation of voting preferences within their states. So here's how that works. So unlike how the other states do a winner-take-all, Maine and Nebraska do what's called a congressional district method, where they allocate their votes based off of how each congressional district voted, and then they do 2 votes to the state winner. So say the state of West Virginia. So West Virginia has 4 electoral votes. Say the Republican wins the state. They automatically get 2 votes. And those 2 votes are kind of based off of where each state gets 2 senators. And then West Virginia has 2 congressional districts. Well, if Congressional District 1 majority voted red, but Congressional District 2 majority voted blue, then the Republicans would get 1 vote and the Democrats would get 1 vote. So it's based off how each congressional district votes, which is why sometimes you'll see Maine or Nebraska will have those stripes in it, because like for this election, the state as a whole Nebraska voted red, but Harris won a district, so she got a vote. In Maine, the state as a whole voted blue, but Trump won a district, so he got a vote. So Maine and Nebraska argue that this system shows more proportional representation of how their voters actually voted. So looking at different numbers last night, I looked at, okay, what if other states used this congressional district model? What would happen? And I've chose 2 blue states and I chose 2 red states. And I'm going to explain to you if they chose this congressional district model based off of voting numbers that are in now and me figuring out the congressional maps the best that I could, what results would be in these 4 states. So the first state I'm going to talk about is Alabama. So Alabama voted red overall in the 2024 election. So they would automatically get 2 votes red. Then if you break it down by congressional district, out of the 7 remaining votes, 6 would go red, 1 would go blue. So California overall voted blue in the 2024 election. So they would automatically get 2 votes blue. The other 53 votes would go 45 blue, 8 red. So my other blue state is going to be Colorado. So Colorado in the 2024 election overall voted blue, so they would automatically get the 2 blue votes. If you broke down by congressional district, Colorado would do 4 blue votes and 4 red votes. And then the last state I'm going to round out with is the red state of Florida. So in the 2024 election, Florida voted red, so they would automatically get 2 red votes. If you broke down the remaining 28 votes, 21 of them would go red, 7 of them would go blue. So I think this congressional district method has some things people should look at, because when we focus on elections, we're always like, the big cities, how are they voting? Where are they voting? And we forget about the suburbs. We forget about the rural areas, and their votes still matter. I feel this congressional district method, which I don't know if I would want it or not, but I think that this method would make all political parties not only focus on getting the vote from the big city, but it would also make them focus on getting the vote from the rural areas. So what do you think about this congressional district method? Do you think that more states should go to this congressional district method? Do you think Maine and Nebraska should chuck it out the window and get rid of it? Let me know in the comments below what you think.